Alright, I wanted to show you all my bobblehead collection. Look at this. Steve Martin. Kemba Walker, tilted to the side. Terry Rozier. Miles Bridges. If y'all know where to find these, hit me up. Please. And thank you. Yo. What's up? I'm here. I'm back. Y'all miss me? Probably didn't. That's okay. Your boy, back again for another video today. And it's about dang time, isn't it? Now, I'm sure some of y'all are wondering, for the 20 people who are subscribed, of course, where have you been, Noah? Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, my name is Noah, but the channel is Basket Y'all, because I'm about the people, especially Hornets fans. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, life got busy, life got crazy. I, ran into some issues, broke up with my girlfriend, took the ACT, so that's what's up, man. I'm a junior in high school. Just life got crazy, man. Life got busy. But I'm back, and boy, do I have a lot of Hornets games to catch up on. Telling y'all what, guys, this Hornets team, they are legit. But instead of catching up with some 15 games leading up to today, which is Saturday, we lost to the Warriors yesterday, I am going to go through 10 games starting from where I left off, which means we're starting with game 18, which was against the Indiana Pacers. So bear with me. In case you all didn't notice, I have a paper with all the stats. So am I reading off of a paper? Yes, but at the same time, this is a fan's reaction, and I've got nothing to lose at this point, you know. So anyways, leave a like if you want to. Our like goal today can be number 3 for Terry Rozier. That sounds good. Man, my guy Terry Rozier, dang. Scary Terry. He's for real. Worth the money too. Kemba's been struggling, so it's looking good. But alright. Game 18, or in this sense, game 1 out of 10. We go up against Indiana. I knew that Indiana would start out strong. I remember this game. I watched this game. Doug McDermott, man, like, Doug McDermott's wildin'. And I just knew he'd go off. But Terry Rozier had 20 points. You know, PJ Washington had a good game. He had 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Devontae continued his offensive, you could call, onslaught. It's not really an onslaught, but for Devontae, it's good. He had 16 points, 5 assists. Didn't shoot well, but this is Devontae. Cody Zeller, though, 10 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists. So not a bad game for Cody Zeller. We shot 41% from the field, and we took the L. We scored 106 points, but we only lost by 10. So, hey, it's all good. We had 11 team turnovers, so we kept the turnovers down. We just couldn't hit the ball or shoot the. We couldn't shoot the ball. And speaking of ball, next game was also against the Pacers, and we ended up winning by 3. Now, this was a good game. Now, we had 17 turnovers, but we hit 16 threes, and it was fun. LaMelo Ball off the bench, man, he had 16, 6, and 7, 2 steals, shot 7 for 13. Great, solid all-around game from him. Love to see it. PJ Washington, another good game, 19 and 9 and 3, shot 7 for 8 from the field. Devontae had 14 points, 10 assists. That's what he does best, man, those double-doubles with the assists and points. And Rozier had 19 points. He shot 7 for 12. You know, for the most part, you know, Sabonis did, like, attack a lot in these 2 games. But we held our ground, and at the end of the day, the Pacers are a decent team. Now, in present-day time right now, no, they are not a good team. They're not looking good. But at this point, they were okay. They were fine. So, game number 20... It's funny, I actually ended up losing a bet. I bet $5 with my younger brother that the Hornets would not beat the Milwaukee Bucks. They lost. Or the Hornets won. So I had to give up $5. Yeah, it sucked. But at the same time, I would have paid $5 again just to watch the Hornets beat the Bucks. And they didn't just, like, barely beat the Bucks. They, like, convincingly beat the Bucks. Like, it says they only won by 12 points, but it felt a lot bigger than that, and I'm pretty sure it was bigger until like the last few minutes when it's garbage time. But wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's pause this real quick. I have a story, okay? Or not a story. It's a situation. So for y'all who can drive out there, I don't know if you're a teenager, adult, for those who can drive or have a car, when you were in high school, did your friends take advantage of that and ask you to drive them around the places? Because I just got a call and it's a dude, my buddy. He's like, yo, my mom is at the marathon. There's a marathon going outside. I live in North Carolina. People like to run in the mountains. Makes sense. It's beautiful. It's nice. It is what it is. And he's like, yo, can you take me to the high school football game? I was like, I didn't even know there was a football game going on. But yeah, did you like? This is not the first time that like guys would just be like, yo, can you give me a ride? And I mean, it's not like I'm just like letting them letting them use me for a ride, but like I'm too nice to not say no usually. And usually like it'll be like, okay, when I'll give you a ride. And it's fine by me too. Heck, I got to get out of the house anyways. But I get out of the house a good bit, actually, if I'm being honest. COVID can't stop me. Oh, man, that was cheesy. Okay, back to what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Bucks, yes. We scored 126 points and hit 21 threes. So, very, very nice game. Only 9 turnovers. Shot 48% from the field. This was just an all-around great game. Proved me wrong in every sense. I mean, the Bucks hit 18 threes. Pat Connaughton went off, but I'm not surprised. There's always one random person every game since I've started watching Hornets games that goes off. It could be Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot. It could be James Ennis. It could be Doug McDermott. It could be Pat Connaughton. It could be Terrence Ross. No offense, Terrence. Actually, you know what? I do take offense to Terrence Ross. If you know, you know. The last season with Kemba Walker, all we had to do is beat the Pistons, right? Or no, beat the Magic. And the Knicks had to beat the Pistons. Not only did the Pistons win and make the 8th seed, but Terrence Ross scored 25 on our heads, and we lost our last game of the season. The last game Kemba Walker played as a Hornet was a loss. Thanks, Terrence. Bad blood in this house, big dog. Okay. But anyways, Hayward had 27 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, shot 10 for 22. It's like 45, I'm not good at math. It's almost 50% from the field. But LaMelo Ball off the bench went off. Since the game against the Pelicans with the triple-double, he was wilding. 27 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, shot 8 for 10 off the bench. This is a real deal, man. Great game from him. And Malik Monk at this point is back. He's getting solid minutes, and he scores 18 points in this game. Great. Love to see it. Cody Zeller grabbed 15 rebounds. It is what, I mean, that's great in itself, you know. And we held, I say held like we clamped on Giannis stuff. We held him to 34, 18, and 9. But he didn't get the triple-double. So, big dub. And then the next game was against Miami. This game, I was watching this game. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't talk about this game until I give a story time. All right, y'all want story time? You got it, whether you ask for it or not. Okay. I'm a Malik Monk fan. I will be 100% honest. And it really sucks sometimes being a Malik Monk fan, because every time it seems like he's getting up to the top, something comes crashing down. Whether it's inconsistency, whether it's 20-game suspension that goes into COVID, which ends the Hornets season. Cough, cough, 2020. It's just something. Malik Monk has struggled. And last year from 3, he shot 28%. He had a really rough year last year. And a lot of people are like, is Malik Monk even good? Should the Hornets trade Malik Monk? I love games like this. So last year, I went to a Hornets game with my school as a field trip. Don't ask. Don't even ask how a school field trip involved the Hornets game. But yeah, we were sitting up super high, and my the ISS teacher went along. He's also the soccer coach at my high school. He's talking trash about Malik Monk, and I'm just like, Malik, go off, dude. I love me some Malik Monk, and like the dude not only scored like 20 points or 20 plus points, but he hit like the wildest game winner over the Pistons. Oh, if you know, you know. Look up Malik Monk game winner Pistons. Dude, never gets old. Never gets old. But if you watch King of the Fourth Quarters videos, you definitely know it got old over there. But anyways, this game, Malik Monk off the bench, 36 points. And not just 36 points, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure is like, either it's a record for the Hornets for points off the bench or for the NBA. It broke some sort of record. I forget what it was. But 36 points off the bench, what the heck are you doing, Malik Monk? You starter. But he hit 9 threes as well, which was mega clutch. He also hit the clutch shot to send us to overtime, basically. And Zeller and Hayward finished with 19 points. LaMelo started. Terry Rozier was out. I'm pretty sure he had turned his ankle or something against the game with the Bucks. So he was out, and LaMelo got the start, man. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Modest, but it's solid. And Devontae Graham, bro, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Shot 7 for 13, hit 6 threes. That's vintage Graham, man. Love to see it, man. It was great. Jimmy Butler had 25, 9, and 5. Adebayo had 23 points, and we let Max Strus score 19 points. But overall, it was a good game. We hit 21 threes, so yeah, that was clutch. We also hit 22 free throws. And we won 129 to 121 in overtime, thanks to Malik Monk. Keep vibing, dude. Man, Malik Monk, what a story. Okay, next game. In game 22, we lost to the Sixers again. So at that point, we were on a 3-game winning streak. We ended up losing, taking the L to Philly. They're one of the best teams in the league at this point. 16 turnovers by our team. We let Tobias Harris score 26, Joel Embiid 34 and 11. Danny Green had 16 points. But LaMelo Ball started again, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, shot 8 for 16. Devontae Graham did not shoot well, but he had 18.7 assists. Gordon Hayward had 22, 6, and 9. Miles Bridges had 16 points. But we didn't have Terry Rozier, and all in all, our bigs could not stop Joel Embiid. But it is what it is. All right, let's look at the page. And honestly, at that point, actually, I'll go back. At this point, I forget. I don't have the record written down game by game. But you know, the Bucks game was really cool. The Heat game was awesome. Yeah, I couldn't complain. The Indiana stretch was fine. We were just struggling. But then, that last game against the Pacers, then the Bucks, and then the Heat, we were hitting threes like crazy, man. It was just cool. It was cool to see LaMelo Ball go off that one game. Cool to see Malik Monk go ham in that one game. And both of those games, by the way, were games that I thought we were going to lose. I can tend to be a pessimistic person when it comes to being a Hornets fan. I will be honest. They can be down like 15 in the first quarter and I'll stop watching. I know. It just, it's tough. But yeah, it was a good stretch. It was really fun. I'll be honest. I was like, after we beat the Heat and beating the Bucks, I was like, this team is actually pretty good. But it only gets better. Game 23, actually. It doesn't get better yet. We lose 138 to 121 to the Utah Jazz, man. At this point, the Jazz... At this point, the Utah Jazz are the hottest team in the NBA. They've won like 10 games in a row. They're going crazy, sicko mode, best team in the league. You could even say by far, record-wise. because the Lakers end up slumping when AD goes out. I don't know if he was out yet. I don't think he was out yet. Actually, maybe he was out by now. But yeah, Utah hits 26 threes. Say no more, right? They shot 26 for 50. Bogdanovich had 31 points. Donovan Mitchell had 30 points. You can look up the rest if you want to, because I'm done with the Utah Jazz. We only had 7 team turnovers. Not 17. 7 team turnovers, but we only hit 11 threes compared to their 26. When they're hitting 26 threes against our 11, they're going to win every time. Now, the good thing about this game, though, is that we were down bad, but in the fourth quarter, LaMelo Ball went wild, and, he really tried to, pull off a comeback. It didn't work, but it was fun to watch, I will be honest. I know it says the Jazz won by 17, but it felt a lot closer than that for sure. More like a 10-point game. So the highlight of this game was LaMelo Ball had inarguably the best game of his career. 34 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. 34, man, good. That's my number, actually, in case y'all are wondering. If I was to have a basketball number and play for a team, it'd be 34 for sure. Do I want to talk about? I'll save that for another video. It's funny why I picked 34, but yeah, great game for LaMelo Ball. Gordon Hayward had 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. It was a good game for them, but not the rest of the team. Because here's the thing: usually I'm listing off the highlights. If I don't list somebody, it's just because they were all right. Usually I'll list 4 guys, right? Who did good, put up good stats for the Hornets per game, just because usually there aren't if somebody scores 10 points, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this game, oh my goodness, Miles Bridges scored 10 points, let's go, unless there's something else to go along with that. And the only other player I wrote down for this game was Bismack Biyombo. Hey, I love me some Bismack Biyombo, man. I love me some Bismack Biyombo. I gotta be honest. He shot 6 for 6 from the field, had 13 points, but when he's your third highlight, that shows that it's not looking good in the chat, man. The Hornets did not play well in this game. I mean, they scored 121 points, so they did fine, but it just didn't feel good until the fourth quarter. Terry Rozier actually did have 15. I could have listed that, but yeah, that was sad. But I was confident, being the realist that I am, that we were gonna lose this game. So I was just like, oh yeah, I called it, let's go. I'm weird. But it gets better from here. So we went into a game with Washington. I believe this was on a Sunday. It was an early game, and we destroyed the Wizards. I came into that game dude, the Wizards, I know they're the worst team in basketball right now, record-wise, or they were the second worst team, but they are underrated. And I if I had said that anywhere else, I would have gotten clowned. But I have had faith in the Wizards since the beginning of the season. And I was kind of shocked that they were doing so bad, because I just really think that Russ and Bradley Beal together is extremely underrated. When they're playing bad, you're going to lose. But we go into Washington, or maybe it was home, I don't know, and we win. Not just win, we won by 22 points, and we were up by more than that too. We hit 15 threes as a team, only 11 turnovers, hit 20 free throws, and we grabbed 59 rebounds as a team, which I'm pretty sure it ties our franchise record in a game, which is wild. That's crazy, man. Either that or it's second to a game back in the 90s. We're talking about Larry Johnson days, Alonzo Mourning. That makes a lot of sense. They're grabbing rebounds because they're big and tall. Oh, man. But, LaMelo Ball had 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Terry Rozier, great game, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And this is going to start, the next 4 games, the last 4 games of this 10-game streak is going to be a lot about Terry Rozier. So, he scored 26 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Gordon Hayward, 25 points, solid. Miles Bridges, 11 points and 14 rebounds. Remember, I said I wouldn't call out anybody, if they only had, 10 points, unless they had something else. Miles Bridges starts going wild in the next 4 games, too. Forget about Terry Rozier, man. Miles Bridges, man, 11 and 14. So just remember that. Next game, we go into Houston, right? Game 25. and we score 119 points. Again, I don't know if I said the final score of the last game. It was 119-97 against the Wizards. But we score 119 again, but hold the Rockets to 94 points. And the best thing about this game, the best thing, was we held the Rockets to 7 points in the fourth quarter. 7 points. It was one of the coolest things. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm telling you what, that was so fun. It was like the most beautiful thing. Being a Rockets fan, I get you. I feel y'all's pain in that game. Only scoring 7 points in the fourth quarter. Hornets, we've been there before. So it was just kind of what goes around comes around. And so that was really nice. We went on a 29-7 run in the fourth quarter, and we won by 25. So yeah, LaMelo Ball had 24.7 rebounds, 10 assists, hit 7 threes. So that was sick. Miles Bridges, 19 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double. Gordon Hayward had 19. Malik Monk had 14. Terry Rozier had 15. That was a great game. Not gonna lie. It was a good game. Now, were they missing some guys like Victor Oladipo? I think they were missing Oladipo. And Christian Wood. Yes, but they also just released DeMarcus Cousins, and I'm pretty sure DeMarcus Cousins was playing this game, so it's all good. If not, either way, it was a game we should have won, in my opinion. I love me some Houston Rockets these days. That roster is super fun. But I feel like we should have won for sure. Next game, the Grizzlies. I'm gonna make this short. We lost again. I can't stand the Grizzlies. In my opinion, the Grizzlies are the most boring team in basketball. They're that team like the Thunder were last. They're the team like the Thunder this year, where you're like, oh, this roster is crap. They have like one guy, right? And they're somehow good. They win games somehow. It's like the Thunder have Shea. And they have a bunch of other, guys, I mean, shout out to Lou Dort, defensive beast, man. But, yeah, the Grizzlies get on my nerves. They are my least favorite team in basketball, for sure. And they hit 23 threes as a team. Kyle Anderson had 27 points. I cannot stand that man. I cannot stand it. His play style. You're going to tell me a guy can run that slow and score that many... Unbelievable. Dylan Brooks had 20. Desmond Bain, the rookie, had 18 points. Terry Rozier had 34 points, but it wasn't enough. LaMelo Ball had 17 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. And Miles Bridges, again, another double-double. 15, 10, and 2. That's 3 games in a row with a double-double. So, yeah, I'm making that one short. But the last game of this 10-game stretch was against the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got Anthony Edwards against LaMelo Ball. Believe it or not, I did not actually watch this game. Forget what I was doing. I may have been so terrified to watch just because I was scared we'd lose to the worst team in basketball. But we ended up winning by 6, 120-114. Shot 49% for the field as a team. Hit all of our free throws, 19 for 19, which, boy, do I miss our team hitting free throws after last night's game against the Warriors. I'll get to that in the next video. But I've told my brother plays basketball, right? And I like to build my brother up and play basketball with him because I was super short and small and I never got around to playing basketball for any teams. If you hit your free throws, if your team hits their free throws in the game, then you have a higher chance of winning the game. And I know that sounds stupid because obviously if you're hitting free throws over missing, you're going to have a higher chance of winning the game because you're getting more points, right? But I feel like a lot of times I'll see a game that's really close. The score ends up being really close. And the team that lost missed a good deal of free throws. Or maybe even 3 free throws. But the 3 free throws would have given them the win. And that's why I always say free throws matter. They're called free. You get free shots. I feel like those should be the most important shots in the game because they're the free ones. And if you hit all your free throws, then you're doing the best you can, man. I mean, if you're missing field goals and threes, I mean, that sucks too. But if you're doing free throws, that means you're at least getting the easy buckets, the ones they're giving you. But they're giving you free throws. And so I'm very high on hitting free throws. And Hornets didn't do that yesterday. But anyways, we go into Minnesota, or against Minnesota. We had 20 turnovers. It didn't matter. Anthony Edwards had 21. Malik Beasley had 31, but it did not matter, bro. Terry Rozier went sicko mode, bro. 41 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. The man is on a tear. He's starting to heat up. LaMelo Ball, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Second back-to-back game was 3 steals. Cody Zeller, 17 points, 8 rebounds. And Miles Bridges, you guessed it, another double-double. There's 4 games in a row for Miles Bridges with double-doubles. Man, it's going wild. And they start calling Terry Rozier. They start calling Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball Airbnb. And made me feel like Lob City. It's a good feeling. So at this point, the 10-game streak, we are 6-4 in that streak. LaMelo Ball in those 10 games was averaging 20.1 points per game. Terry Rozier in the 8 games he played, because 2 games he was out for injuries, averaged 22.7 points per game. And what was our record? Can I figure this out off the top of my head at this point? 15, 17 right now. 50. Oh, jeez. I can't actually figure this out. But we're 15, 53. So I'm only missing 5 games up to date now. Anyways, we were fine at this point, record wise. We were fine. And yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, the Hornets are doing good this season. It's really good to say that. Yeah, I can't believe that we lost Kemba Walker in free agency. People hated on us for overpaying Terry Rozier, hated on us for overpaying Gordon Hayward. People even hated on us for drafting LaMelo Ball. There were some people who hated LaMelo Ball. And it turned out, guys, it's a Hornets fan right now. It feels pretty dang good. Now, present time, spoiler alert, we're below 500. The only reason I'm not doing 15 games is because I'm trying to be consistent in my videos. It's like a 10 game. I think the last video was 9 games. This is going to be 10 games. Maybe the last video was 10 games. But I don't want to go over 10 games in one video. Yeah, man, this is looking really good. I'm really excited for what the future holds for the Hornets. And thank you guys for watching. For real. Sorry it's been so long since I last made a video. Again, life gets crazy. Y'all know that. You live your own lives. But it's no excuse, man. It's no excuse. It feels good to get this video out and reconnect with you guys. And shout out to the 20 subscribers. We made it to the 20 subscriber mark. That one video of my teacher showing my class LaMelo Ball highlights during class. That went wild, man. We have like 5.7 thousand views on that video and like 85 likes. So hit a like over there and get us to 100 likes, man. It's cool. It's a blessing to have a YouTube channel. It's a blessing to be able to make videos about the Charlotte Hornets. It's a blessing to make videos about like Derrick Rose or Kobe Bryant or Russell Westbrook like I have in the past. By the way, that Russell Westbrook video, that did not age well. But I mean, he's been doing okay. Oh, and that's the other thing. I was talking about the Wizards, how I thought they were underrated. They're coming back. They're on like a 5-game win streak or something. So good for the Wizards, man. I'm telling you, that Wizards team, they are underrated. I would not be surprised if they found their way into the play-in. Honestly. But anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching again. And I'll be back soon. I gotta think about ideas for video content and time. Because if y'all know about big families, I've got a big family. It's really hard to make content when your house is always screaming and running around. But anyways, that's it, guys, and see y'all later.